So we've been looking forward to coming to this annual garden show.
Yep.
We're excited to see what's available in Zim for gardening, all things gardening. So that's your lawn, your veggies, flowers, trees, everything.
What are we looking for in particular? Anything you want to get?
Yes, so since we'll be moving to the landscaping phase of the homestead, want to find out more about the different types of lawn, how to maintain them, flowers for the planter and all around the yard. Oh, and trees.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Arthur with Rombi here. So this is a special chapter where we are just here in Harare. We are out to look for some gardening information. What is this event?
This is the Garden Annual Show.
The Garden Annual Show in Harare. So we are just going to go through whatever they have and have a look at whatever is available. Rombi, what would you be interested to find?
Yeah, so since we'll soon be moving to the landscaping phase of the homestead, I'm looking to get all the information I can get on flowers, which flowers do well in full shade, which ones do well in partial sun, and because I've got specific areas that I've targeted that I want to have flowers growing to just beautify the homestead. And of course the lawn, different lawn types and how to take care of them, and then we pick the best. We already have one in mind, one lawn type, but we'll find out more when we get in.
Yeah. And by the way, the lawn issue is still a big issue for us right now because we don't seem to have found the exact road to take concerning that one. So we hope that being here will help us to have some ideas on which lawn to take and maybe ask the experts some questions on how to go about it.
Yeah, so come with us.
You want to hold?
Okay, no, hi, how are you? Yes, two. Perfect, thank you. Hi guys, how may I help? Per person is $5. Yeah, $5 per person.
So we're in. This is our first stop, just next to the entrance. Here they're showcasing organic fertilizer for lawns, flowers and vegetables. We're learning that organic fertilizer and compost play an important role in lawn maintenance. They say if we use their product on our lawn, the grass will maintain a lush green look without the annoying fade you see on some lawns.
What does it help?
It's a full house, so many visitors and so many stands today. It's clear there is just so much interest in home and gardening in Zimbabwe. So we are looking for anyone who is doing the actual lawns. We understand a Harare company called Prices, well known for lawns, is here. We are now hunting for their stand. This is Prices. They are displaying 4 unique lawn types, one of which is Bermuda,
which we have been hoping to see.
Is it in your lawn as well? You don't want to kill the lawn.
Yeah, so we have been to Price's lawn. We are still hunting for the best grass that we can find. So we're looking at Kikuyu. So far the advice we've been given is that Kikuyu is the best. Is the best Kikuyu?
Yeah. Kikuyu is the best where you have high traffic. So this is like kids, pets, livestock, which we tick all the boxes. We have all of that.
Yeah, so it looks like, but then Kikuyu will require a lot of sun. At least 6 hours in the, open sun, so which is like almost the whole day. Yeah, so it looks like we will not have any choice for the areas that are shaded. We may have to find a different one, which is likely to be Durban. Yeah, they are recommending Durban for the areas that have got a lot of shade. So for the open areas where we have got a lot of sun at the homestead, we are going to be very much considering Kikuyu. So yeah, so the lawn information is done for now, and now we are turning to
flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
One more thing they said about the lawn was that if you look at Durban, Durban versus Kikuyu, Durban doesn't do very well in high traffic areas, because if someone is lying down on it, when they stand up, it takes a while to recover from that weight. So, but Kikuyu springs back up much faster than Durban. So those are some of the pros and cons that they were telling us, and that we're putting into consideration as we finally decide which lawn to put where.
Yeah, and another thing is that if you've got any experience with lawns, please just leave us some tips in the comments. We'll really highly appreciate it, because we need as much information as we can from individuals or people who've practically done something about it and have had experience with these different types of lawns. So our conditions are that we've got an area under the big hangout tree. There's a lot of shade. So we would need a lawn that is suitable for that area. But the rest of the homestead, especially in front of the house and around the house, there's a lot of sun. So again, we are interested in the right kind of lawn that will be suitable for that area.
Yeah, and hopefully also not too much high maintenance.
Yeah.
Maybe medium maintenance. Though we've been told Kikuyu is a bit of high maintenance, because you need to mow it a lot so that it stays in tip-top condition.
Yeah. And another thing is that we have so far we've got a lot of water, so water is not a problem. So as we consider whatever lawn to put, water is not one of the problems for sure.
Yeah. Oh, and the final thing that we learned about using fertilizers for your lawn is that some fertilizers could actually ruin the natural ecosystem of your soil. Like they could kill the worms that the soil needs and the lawn needs. So organic is best. So you're looking at your organic fertilizers and compost. If you can find compost, have compost and spread it across your lawn. It will help your lawn to be healthy and your soil to also grow strong and healthy.
Yeah, that's right. So flowers? Flowers is
next up is flowers.
Okay, what are we looking for concerning flowers?
So I'm particularly interested in flowers that will bloom in full shade, because we have that planter at the other side of the house. So I need flowers that will bloom. Blooming makes things look pretty. The house looks pretty. So flowers that bloom, and then also we're gonna put some flowers close to the garden so that bees that can attract bees, and the bees help to pollinate the vegetables and all of that.
Yeah, that's an important point about bees. So there's a very strong relationship between, in as far as the ecosystem is concerned, between the vegetation, flowered vegetation, and the healthy life of bees around the homestead. So we are very much interested to make sure that we get the necessary flowers, the needful flowers for the bees to do well, or to be attracted to the property so that they can pollinate whatever vegetation or garden crops that we are growing. Okay. So off we go to the flowers.
As we thought we would now turn to flowers, we are seeing another interesting compost product for lawns.
Hello, Makati. Can you tell me more about your lawn?
So this is a 100% organic compost solution. It has a mixture of sand, cow manure, horse manure, and crushed peanut shells. The product is applied thinly on the lawn once in 6 months, we're told. At $7 American per 50 kg bag, it may just be a whole viable organic solution for our needs. Apparently, this product is also a garden of sorts. We are finally looking into flowers. We are particularly looking for flowers that do well in the shade. The planter at the homestead is in the shade all day. They have something interesting here in the form of hydrangea, which take a year to 2 to mature and would start blooming in October.
How many months?
Nearly 2 months.
2 months. This is beautiful. What is it called? Okay, does it attract bees? Okay, what does it need? Full shade or full sun? Full shade. Nice. How long does it take for it to reach this size?
About 2 years to reach this size. For the small ones, yeah.
Alright.
On the
And
side
when
of
do
the
they
tank.
bloom? Summertime like this?
This one is for the
Not
nursery.
perennial?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Same. Or
Put
they're
your
the
name there.
same,
You put your name
just
there. I-
different shade.
Yes.
For this one at the back,
Orchids.
same full shade.
Yes.
And how often do you water them?
Maybe twice a week.
And this one?
It's orchids.
Huku now it's my different colors. This is bright.
I am an orchid guy.
For my orchids.
Do you have a smaller one?
Yes.
Alright, so quick update on the flowers adventure. We have found quite a bit that are good for full shade as well as full sun that attract bees. So yeah, flowers have got these scientific names that are a bit difficult to pronounce. But I know for full shade we've got orchids and they're different colors and shades which will just look very beautiful. So we're definitely going to be getting orchids. We're also going to get hydrangeas. They will full bloom. They said they'll take 2 years to reach like a very nice size and they're blooming. They're beautiful. They say they bloom in October.
Yeah.
And what else do they say? Yeah, there's a little bit of maintenance, but they're generally very good and best for full shade. And then we also found some that are good for bees and full sun. I've forgotten the names. But yeah, it's really been amazing being out here. I can kind of imagine what the homestead is going to look like.
Yeah.
So next stop,
Where to from here?
where it's awesome being out here. We don't really have a specific stop we're going to go to, but we're just going to look around. I know we're going to look at fly traps, because obviously when you have chickens, it's going to attract flies, so we need outdoor fly traps. We've seen a stand that's got some. We're also going to look for nursery that's got hedges, different types of hedges. We're considering having a hedge on one of the perimeter sides as a perimeter fence, like made out of hedge. So we're just going to investigate about that as well and see if we can find anything of interest. And yeah.
eye-catching outdoor fly trap, next generation fly trap. So how it works, it comes with an organic bait.
Right.
Yeah, you mix this with 1 liter of lukewarm water. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is your typical bait sachet. So it's made of organic material, yeast, egg white, and fish extract. So you mix this with lukewarm water. Yeah, you leave it outside in the sun or in your window pane for 2 days, so that it matures. The yeast becomes active. Then once the bait is active, you open here. It is nice screws here. Then you pour about 200 mils into the container. Then you close it nicely. So the flies go into the crevice here. So when they go in, they get trapped in this compartment here.
All right.
So the flies actually die of dehydration. They don't die from the bait. The bait is merely there to attract. Yes. So it has an odor, but it's not that pungent, repulsive odor.
Okay.
Yeah. So after a day or so, depending on the infestation, this thing will be full. The flies then dried up. You just throw it maybe into your compost heap, or you feed chickens because it's excellent protein.
Right.
Then yeah,
So how many meals does this sachet make?
it makes 1 liter.
Hello.
So do you make the whole?
Yes, we do.
Do you use the whole?
You just mix it and you put away the.
Quite some detail we got at the iCatch stand. We will definitely need the devices. We plan to have some chickens at the homestead, and we certainly need to control flies. So now we are open to just scan around for whatever may be of interest to us. So, in fact, roses do attract bees, especially when the flowers have a lot of nectar. We have just bumped into this rose garden. I'm happy to have a few roses at the homestead, especially if they can help encourage bees to hang around. So we are told black spot is the most serious disease that affects roses. Unfortunately, there are not many roses in bloom today. I can imagine what it would look like here. This nursery also has flowers, but we are most interested in the different hedges that they have to offer. As mentioned, a certain side of the yard will likely have a nice hedge. We will need enough hedge to cover a 150 to 200 meter length. We are told the hedge will grow quickly if the trees are planted with manure. Spacing will also be important.
And
what's the spacing? Let's say 5 meters, 1 meter.
It looks like we have covered all the main areas that brought us here today. Let's see if we can find something else interesting before we head out the gate.
Hello, how are you? Good, fine, thanks. An identical cat that I've seen once is Chicago. Oh, really?
I love linen mist. That's what attracted me to come here.
Oh, cool.
Lots of different scented linen mists here. It is just the perfect ending of our visit. I hope to have a collection of these at the homestead, just to keep everything feeling and smelling fresh. Let me indulge.
Oh, mango mist.
Wow, this will make
after the diffusers last 8 months. Yes. And you'll notice that they're only half, that's because they're concentrated. And that's why they last so long, yeah.
Wow. I've had one that would last like 3 months and it's done. So 8 months.
8 months, and you just gotta keep turning the sticks.
So it's a wrap. Thanks guys for watching. We have had our eyes opened. We come across a lot of things that we think would be applicable in our situation at the homestead as we approach the landscaping stage. And yeah, what did we see?
So lots of flowers, lots of plants. Got a lot of good advice on the different flowers, if you want to have some in the full shade, full sun, or those that don't care where they are, and which ones attract bees, and all of that. But basically, it's been a successful visit because we got what we wanted, the information that we wanted, and we know who to go to when we are ready to get the stuff for landscaping for the homestead.
Yeah. So remember, this was just a special chapter for us to showcase this show and what we found out. But on Sunday
we'll be dropping another chapter, so be sure to stay tuned and don't miss it.